What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Thursday night live stream. Good to see so many familiar names in the chat already. Looking forward to having a great stream this evening. As you guys could see based on the thumbnail, we got a special guest tonight, and he's going to be a little bit late. I think I put that in the description of the video. At least I hope I did. That way nobody is, freaking out or disappointed as to why Matt is not in here yet. But yes, tonight is an ADHD whiskey evening here on Drums and Drams. So Matt will be joining us at some point, which I'm very excited about. He sent a blind flight my way. I have no idea, what that blind flight is going to be. He said that I have to do it on a live stream. Okay, so we'll see what that's all about at some point later this evening. It could even be an hour from now. But it's good. It's going to break the stream up into a couple of sections, which I like. I like having a couple different things to do. So we'll start off by, checking in with you guys, seeing how everybody's doing. Some of the interesting stuff in the world of whiskey that you guys are seeing happening right now. I've got some tastings that I'd like to do here at the beginning. I've got some samples ready to go, some new pickups. I'm including a very special new pickup here. All right, so we'll get into this. Hazmat, Jack Daniels. And yeah, it's going to be a fun evening. So let me check in with the chat. Let me say this as well at the beginning of the stream. Guys, this is the first time that I am trying to stream in full 1080p because I kind of upped my purchase on StreamYard. I increased my monthly payment, and I wanted to see, if it was worth it. So let me know if the stream quality is okay. I am hardwired in, as I usually am. But let me know if there's any lag or anything like that. If it, for some reason, gets really bad, if the computer or the Wi-Fi, or not the Wi-Fi, but the connection can't handle it, maybe I have to go off and restart the stream as like a 720p stream. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes, especially when Matt comes in here. That might be relevant, having two of us in. But just, let me know. Damn, coming in hot. Not even in here. He's coming in hot. What's up, Matt? Well, guys, I got to get something poured out here to kind of, I don't know, calm my nerves. It's been a day. I'll tell you that. It's been a very challenging day. So let me pour something out here. We'll go through a couple of tastings up front before we get to the high proof stuff. And then, hopefully my body will survive the blind flight that Matt sent my way. But let me say hello to a few people in the chat here. And let me know what you're sipping on this Thursday evening. All right, so we got Kilco in the house. Was in here a little early before the stream. Unifpoke as well. Cheers to you guys. Christopher David. Of course, JG Whiskey. Cheers. This is interesting. Sugar Kitty says meow. Let's see who we got. Bev Porter. What is up, Bev? Matt shouted you and I out, you and me out on his video yesterday, I guess it was, for the old label Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So that was hilarious. Jeff Perkins, cheers all. Looking forward to tonight's blind. Me too. This is my last night to train for Matt Madness. I go on tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern, which is late. I hope that works to my advantage and not, hope it doesn't work against me, I should say. So looking forward to that tomorrow night. Fingers crossed. I'm honestly nervous about Matt Madness this year. I've been training the last couple of weeks more intensely, trying to get back into that blind flight game, Nate Cox, what's up? Cheers. Good to see you. And David says this is going to be a great live. Let's hope so. No Trev Wilson tonight, which means we may or may not stay on the rails. Although, guys, last week with Nancy Fraley, that was one heck of a fun live stream. I don't know, how that came off to you all. I mean, I didn't go back and rewatch any of it. And I might, because I want to go back and check out some of the stuff that Nancy was talking about. But man, what a great time having her on. I mean, really a lot of fun. I felt like I learned quite a bit. That was great. Let me keep going here. And then we're going to talk giveaway. We will talk giveaway before we get into some tastings here. Let me see if I can make this work. There we go. I get the live chat, the YouTube chat up. I can see things a little bit easier on the YouTube chat, Peter White just cracked a barrel bourbon batch 31. I don't think I've had that. I think I've had 32 is the one they sent us. Yeah, 32, which is just okay. I'm not a big 32 fan. I don't know about 31. JG, my TV cannot handle all of this. I don't know about beauty. In 1080p. That's funny. Okay, guys, let me know what you're sipping on this Thursday evening. So my first pour for tonight, like I've kind of realized I have so many samples I need to get through and I need to talk about and review that I wanted to do some of those here on a live stream. And these are samples I've had sitting for quite a while at this point. So I'm not entirely sure who sent some of them. I have an idea, but I can't quite remember. So this first one is Blackened. Okay, so I've actually never tried Blackened Bourbon, which is the brandy cask finish, the Metallica collaboration, 90 proof. So I'm starting off with this 90 proofer just to kind of see how it is. This is batch 95. I don't know what that's worth. I mean, 95 batches of this, and this is a fairly old sample. So who knows what that even means. But I wanted to taste this. I've got a sample from Keith Schmidt here. The Redwood Empire Haystack Needle 14-year port finish. All right, so I've got that. And then I've got Widow Jane 10-year, which is another one of those bottles that I've always overlooked. And I figured, a live stream like this might be the best opportunity to taste this right now. David says, coming in hot with back-to-back hitter live streams. Nancy was amazing. Yeah, she was so wonderful. And I'm excited to have Matt on today, too. And I found sort of a new thumbnail format for the live streams, which I'm enjoying. You guys can see between Nancy's thumbnail and the one with Matt today, I'm really liking this format. For a long time, I've wanted to solidify a constant format for those thumbnails for the live streams. And so I think this is a really kind of a good, consistent thing. So anyways, let's check out this Blackened Metallica sample here. And I'm going to pop this banner up, guys. So, hey, we do have a giveaway this evening. This will be especially relevant, I think, once Matt gets on. Super chats are always a great way to kind of get your comments up on the screen when I have a guest. I tend to not really look at the chat too much when I have a guest on. So once Matt jumps on, super chats will definitely help out. But, of course, if you want to support the channel, every $5 super chat gets you an entry. And tonight, I am giving away this, I believe, 11-year Magnus single barrel store pick from Blanchard's, which I don't know where that store is, but it's 51% ABV. And again, it's an unfinished 11-year MGP single barrel. And I figured I would give this away tonight because of having Nancy on last week. I thought this would be a little bit fitting. I have one of these. I have it open. I love it. And when I love something, I do like to give these bottles away. We're going to have some more Lucky 7 giveaways in the coming weeks and stuff like that. I love to share good whiskey with you guys. So I would not give away a bottle, and I truly mean this. I would not give away a bottle that I don't want to drink. And I think that's the best time to give it away. So anyways, that's what we're doing this evening. This Magnus single barrel. All right. All right, so let's check out this Blackened Metallica. And if you guys have any information on this release that you'd like to share in the chat, please do. 90 proof. Really light nose. Very lemon forward right away. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of nail polish remover, acetone, lemon. Not the greatest nose right off the bat. It kind of reminding me a little bit of like a Yellowstone almost. Oh, yeah. It's almost scotchy in a way. It's almost kind of got this white cake note that I tend to get on a lot of scotches that have ex-bourbon barrel, aging going on. Not sherried scotch, but, ex-bourbon. But yeah, just a lot of kind of bright, acidic, lemon, tart, zesty kind of notes on this Blackened. So with the brandy finish, this is not at all what I was expecting for this one. So anyways, guys, this is my first sip of the night. Cheers to you guys. Oh yeah, that's not it. That ain't it. Bruce Buffer voice. It's time. And new Matt Madness champion of the world, Cam. I hope so. I would love to get that belt. That belt is amazing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got Kira and I've got Clifton tomorrow night. So stiff competition. And I feel like all three of us are kind of wild cards, to be honest with you. But I've been training, Daniel says those Magnus picks are so good. Yes, they are. I've never had a finished Magnus pick, but every single unfinished pick that I have, or have tried, I should say, because this is the only one I've ever owned along with my open. These things, the unfinished ones, are amazing quality. And a lot of people have told me that they don't like Magnus single barrels. I think they're completely crazy. Like, they're like, oh, it's over oaked, or it's a little bitter. I don't know where they're getting that. I get dark fruit explosion on and a lot of leather on some of these Magnus picks. So anyways, JG's going to get in on that giveaway. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Yeah, those were the good old days with those Magnus picks. Yeah, have you guys had this Blackened, this Metallica whiskey? I mean, I really was expecting, I've heard negative things about this, but I was expecting at least a little bit more. The palate is completely flat. Yeah, totally flat. Just a little bit of a zing kind of in the front to mid palate. And then it's just actually kind of disgustingly sweet mid palate into the finish, flattens way out. You get into that kind of just sticky white cake. It's very sugary whiskey. Yeah, not at all what I was expecting. So look, I'm not going to belabor the point. The Blackened Metallica for me, this is a hard D. Oh, geez, I said hard D. Okay, it's an F. It's an F. It's not a hard D. Or maybe it's a hard D minus, but it's definitely an F. Not a good whiskey. Do not recommend. I know there's a cast strength version out there floating around somewhere. Who knows? Maybe that's fine. But this just tastes like a disgustingly sweet and worse Yellowstone 93 proof. So that's it. Yeah, Daniel, you sent me that 13-year pick, and I think I've had half of that sample, and I'm saving the other half, either for a special occasion or for a review. I don't know which one yet, but that is an insane pick. Yeah, these Magnus picks are great, and they're secondaries kind of climbing on these things, or maybe not. Maybe it's just really hard to find even on secondary. I mean, you don't see these things floating around. And I remember passing these up in some Kentucky stores. They were everywhere. And I was just passing them up, not really knowing what I was missing a couple of years ago. Now I'm like, oh my God, if I could go back, I'd pay $100 for all of those picks. No, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need to send me another one. I meant to say a limp D. Jeez. Big Potato, I believe this is an 11-year pick. All the information I can find on this is that it's an 11-year pick. Okay. You guys are killing me. Hard D and 1080p. All right, let's get to another sample, guys. Let's do another fairly accessible bottle that I tend to see whenever I go out of state. You don't see it too much in Ohio, even still. This is the Widow Jane 10-year, 91 proof, batch 172. So again, like, who knows how much that batching actually matters when we're talking that many batches. I mean, I don't know how much product they're going through and selling, how many barrels go into each of these batches. So let's see. Right away, much better on the nose than the Blackened, and it's only 1 proof point higher. Oh yeah, phenomenal difference between these two. Amazing. So yeah, guys, just a reminder of the giveaway tonight. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away this Joseph Magnus single barrel. Every $5 super chat gets you an entry. I'm tracking super chats right now because I don't believe we have anybody in the house to do that. I'll randomize the list and share my screen when we do the giveaway at the end of the stream. Last giveaway that we did was a big sample pack from the Nancy Fraley themed bottles that I have. And those guys I know got theirs. Speaking of which, I want to add just a little solemn note to the stream very quickly before I forget. If you guys remember last week with Nancy, there was somebody in the chat named Tony Two Toes, and Tony Two Toes ended up winning the giveaway, right? And he got a sample pack of some really good stuff, you know, all these cigar blends that I've got. And he let me know that he received his samples, but he shared some heartbreaking news that his father just passed away. And, you know, for all of us in the whiskey community, this is a tight-knit community. I had never really seen Tony Two Toes, Anthony, in any of the chats before, at least not that I recall. But he said that he was pouring out one of those cigar blend samples in honor of his father, who passed away the day that he sent me that email. So I promised him I would raise a glass of my own Joseph Magnus cigar blend, one of the samples I sent his way, and you know, toast to him, to his father's memory. So cheers, Tony Two Toes. This one is for your pops. All right. Yeah. Phenomenal stuff there. And, you know, not sure that Tony Two Toes is going to be watching this evening. But of course, this whiskey community has been just fantastic for so many people and as such a great support system. So cheers to Tony. Big Potato, that is batch 71, the 12 drummers drumming batch, which is my current favorite right now. Of the few that I have open, that's my current favorite. I think, you know, it changes all the time. Cheers, Colin. Good to see you, man. And hope you enjoyed those samples from the Patreon giveaway. Whoa, Daniel, local bar has E.H. Taylor barrel proof for $5. Oh my God. Drink the whole bottle tonight. What are you doing? Holy crap. That is amazing. No worries, man. I'll track the giveaway stuff. All right, so Widow Jane 10-year. Let's check out some Widow Jane 10-year. And this sample, I didn't put the name on this one either. Same handwriting as the Blackened Metallica. This could be Keith Schmidt, could be Hank Butts sent me these samples. I just can't remember. Wow. Widow Jane has got a pretty nice nose here for 91 proof. Some like kind of I don't know, snickerdoodle cookie might not be totally the right note, but something like in this cookie vein, right? Snickerdoodle cookies, let's say maybe. Yeah, I think that's right. There's kind of some nice straight up Kentucky bourbon profile here. Nice caramels, a good leather note. But what's jumping out of the glass for me is just how the proof is bringing the flavors out of the glass in a really nice way. Like the ethanol is balanced perfectly with the flavor, at least on the nose. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. And, kind of nice down the middle cherry notes, maybe a little bit of a plum. But hey, this Widow Jane smells great. And I think there is Dickel in the blend here. If there is, I'm not offended by it at all. It's not. That's maybe where I'm getting some of the snickerdoodle cookie thing. I get that with some Dickel. Uncle Nearest gives me that vibe. Even the Dickel 8-year bourbon. But I like this. I really like this Widow Jane 10-year. Let's try it on the palate. Much softer on the palate than on the nose. The nose. Oh, okay. So I'm finding this with a lot of whiskeys recently that I'm willing to overlook whiskey development and construction on the palate in favor of just simply a profile that I enjoy. And this Widow Jane is kind of in that ballpark. The nose actually comes off as more of like a 100 proof whiskey. It feels almost perfectly balanced on the nose for the flavors. Yeah. But when you get to the palate, I think it's probably the Dickel in the blend. It's just very, very flat at the front of the palate. It actually takes a while for there to be a pop of spice. Once you do get that pop of spice, it just kind of falls away and dies off. Now, when it does fall away and die off, what I mean by that is just like the intensity, but actually there's a lingering spice finish in the back of the throat. It's just that on the palate, it's totally gone. So yeah, I really like the flavors on the Widow Jane. It's just the construction that bothers me. And am I willing to overlook that at the $70 or so price point? I don't know. That might be a tough sell for me. Like 40, 50 bucks. This is actually a pretty good sipping whiskey, like an average everyday kind of pour. It just might be a little bit overpriced. And I think it's that Dickel in the blend that's kind of just flattening things out a little bit. I do like the nose. And honestly, like a lot of these Dickel blends with other things in the mix, I tend to like the nose on them. And then the palate tends to just flatten out for me. Bardstown Discovery 5, kind of the same way, although that was a little more offensive on the Dickel for me than the Widow Jane. Bardstown Discovery 6 had it, but it was not offensive at all. But, that was a little bit of a different beast altogether. So Widow Jane 10-year, I don't know. It's almost like it's the limit of how much Dickel I would want in a bourbon, and it's the limit of how little palate development I can handle before I firmly say I'll never buy this. Okay, so yeah, guys, cheers to Tony Two Toes. What did Sugar Kitty say? He was very active in the chats about a year or two ago and has been coming back over the last month. Okay, and that would make sense why I don't remember his name. Oh, Tony Two Toes is in the house. Awesome. What's up, Tony? Cheers to you, man. Little Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Batch 71. Yeah, Jay. Pretty average here. I'll give the nose a B plus. I really will. B plus, something like that. The palate is just a straight up C minus if I had to grade it. And then the finish is just disjunct between palate to the back of the throat. So Song Dog Guitars, super sticker, $5 super sticker, which I don't know that I've ever gotten a super sticker, but awesome. Thank you for jumping into the giveaway and for supporting. All right, Colin is cracking into his Lucky 7 samples now. Dude, you'll have to let me know what you think of those. I'll talk about Lucky 7s again here in a second because I've gotten a couple more single barrels that I've cracked open recently, and I wanted to talk about them again on this live stream. Just, Matt's coming on. I sent Matt one of my Lucky Sevens, the one that's been my favorite basically throughout the whole process of trying different barrels. I'll be curious to talk to him about it. He's also got his own barrel from, who did the pick? Maybe Breaking Bourbon did a Lucky Seven pick. So I want to talk to him about it, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah, so Widow Jane, decent. Blackened, absolute pass. Let's get in now to this sample, which is the Redwood Empire Haystack Needle 14-year port finish at 110 proof. That's a mouthful. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Henry D, thank you for the super chat, man. Good luck in the next round of Matt Madness. Thank you, Henry. Tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be on the second half of the doubleheader for tomorrow night's Matt Madness. Thank you for the super chats. I'll get you entered into tonight's giveaway. 2 entries. Here we go. All right, so I've done a review before of, what were they? It was the 12-year port finish and Cabernet finish Haystack Needles from Redwood Empire, which is MGP sourced, 12 years, 110 proof, both of them. And they have pretty extensive finishes in the Cabernet or port cask. This one, like I said, is the 14-year version, which is the newest sort of version of these, port finished, which I really like the port finished versions of these things. So let's try this 14-year. The color, first and foremost, is fantastic. This is a deep, kind of rich amber color with kind of a slightly orange, almost like orangey red tint to it. All right, burnt orange, I would say. Yeah. Wow. A little bit hot on the nose. And if I remember correctly, this was a similar issue to the 12-year Cabernet finish. Hot on the nose. You do get a lot of raisin and a lot of cranberry here. And you would kind of expect that with the port finish. Fairly dry on those notes. A little bit of a dry cedar kind of note. Some leather in the mix. Yeah, signature kind of MGP, what would you call it? Spearmint green apple, kind of that bright green green profile that I'm used to getting from the Belmead Reserves before they went to 108.3 proof. All of them before that, to me, had a little bit more of a brighter herbaceousness. This has some of that in the 14-year port finish. And the fact that it's cutting through the port finish is actually kind of nice. Some of that ethanol is dissipating as this thing sits in the glass and as my nose gets used to it, which I like. Yeah, now we're getting into some dark chocolate and some barrel char. So first thing that hit me out of the glass were all of the fruit notes from the port finish. You would expect that. These are drier fruit notes in this particular bottle. And then you start to notice the spice notes, the herbaceousness cutting through. And after your nose kind of acclimates, you're getting into a little bit more of the darker barrel notes, barrel char, dark chocolate, that kind of a thing, which adds a nice contrast all the way around. But I would say that, overall, this is a darker, kind of heavier, slightly bitter, dry nose. So let's go to the palate here. 110 proof on this one. Thick. Really thick. Like, you can chew this stuff for real. That's a damn good bourbon. Wow. Yeah. Keith, man, I don't know. Keith didn't really give me a heads up on whether he likes this or not. At least I don't remember if he did. I think this is a fantastic whiskey. The port finish on this is not overdone. It seems like possibly it could be. When you smell it on the nose, the very first moment that it hits your palate, you feel like, oh my gosh, this could be a lot of port finishing going on here. It's really chewy up front, but then the whiskey blossoms in the mid palate. And that spice, that cinnamon that's come out of the mid palate and the black pepper that's just tingling all around my mouth, that is lasting forever and ever. This is fantastic whiskey. Easily like an A-, B+ kind of range for this whiskey, even considering the price point, which is not cheap. You know, these are probably $125 to $150 SRP. Wow. Yeah. The nose leaves me wanting just a little bit more out of it. It seems a little closed off for some reason. Maybe we'll do a little ADHD whiskey SJ right now on the whiskey. A little more citrus as you whip some air into it. But man, that is really, really nice. And I love the viscosity that port finish added. It almost makes it feel like, I don't know, it makes it feel a little more like there's port wine in the whiskey that's just adding this texture and this mouthfeel. It's great. Peter, all right, Barrel Bourbon Batch 31 is not knocking my socks off so far. 15 positive reviews on YouTube and online, and I am getting dickle. Neck pour, so it might improve. Peter, here's one thing to keep in mind, and this is not a bash on Barrel, okay? This is, okay, let's just kind of put it out into the open. I think Barrel is really good at a couple of things. Marketing is fantastic. I don't know what you would call it, like PR, like influencer relations, as they're sending things out to Instagram channels and YouTube channels and all this stuff. Really great there too. And they send these things out with no strings attached, truly, right? I mean, I've given positive, negative reviews. Other people have too. But I think it's worth keeping in mind. I could be totally wrong here, but because Barrel is sending so much out to so many people, I think you're going to see more positive than negative reviews, right? Because most people are getting this stuff that are reviewing it online. Most people are getting this stuff for free. And, we should be open and honest about that. So I take Barrel reviews always with a grain of salt. As somebody that receives samples and bottles from Barrel too, like you get those things, and there is that part of you that's like, if I go on and trash this whiskey, that's not going to be great, but you have to do that if that's what you think about that whiskey. I mean, it's just part of the whole thing. So just, I think a thing to keep in mind is what influence that has over people, And so when you see companies that are not sending stuff out for free, maybe look at those reviews that are being put out, and you can more comfortably know that that's exactly what that reviewer thinks, given that it's like mid-April is a new Booker's. And I'm not looking for Booker's, trust me. I'm not out there searching for that stuff. But I've not seen even the first batch of 2022 popping up. It's not a bad thing. I've been selling my open Booker's locally, or like trading my open bottles away, because I just can't drink that crap anymore. Oh no, we're buffering. Oh, I think it's because somebody just popped into the background. Well, you know what? Let's just do this thing. We're going to bring our special guest this evening on. Let me get my my AirPods connected before I do it. That way I can hear him. Let's see. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Where'd my screen go? There we go. Oh, no. Did he leave? I think Matt left. Matt was in the background a second ago. All right, hang on. I got to change my mic back over. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I know the stream just had a little weird moment. All right, well, Matt's gone, so geez. Well, let's get into this, and hopefully he jumps back on here in a second, and we can taste, or at least talk about this together. Oh, here we go. All right. Everybody, help me welcome. Where'd he go? Is he doing this on purpose? Matt, what are you doing, dude? If you're having trouble getting on, send me a message. Unless he's just being a jerk. Maybe he's just being a jerk. I'm like, help me welcome. Oh, never mind. Oh, help me welcome. All right, I'm going to text Matt and see what's going on. I even made a background just for Matt. Just for Matt. All right. So, in the meantime, Matt sent me there he is. What is going on here? Matt. What's up, man? Oh, shoot.
What's going on?
Nothing. Why are you coming in and out? What are you doing?
You made me wait 6 seconds, and that was way too long. So, no. Yeah, that's why.
Dude, look at all that. What is all that Old Forester up there? We shooting a video?
Yeah.
Nice. How you doing, man? Look at that rye.
Good.
That rye is so good.
What about it?
I love it. Oh my gosh. But it's like bananas all day, every day.
Get those out of the way. That ain't good.
Did anything break?
I don't know. It looks like I can't tell because one of them's inside of a canister, a tube. It was my.
How are you doing, Matt?
We just got the kids to bed, but
yeah.
So there's like a Lazy Susan thing, and it's got like a square on it this big, and it spins. It's Julie made it for me, and then have it sitting on a stack of Alec Bradley cigar boxes, real tall. So then it was like all that whiskey was over here. And then I had to counterweight it.
Oh, right.
With other whiskey here. Then I took those off because I just didn't want them in the picture, and then forgot about the counterweight. Somebody just sent me a bottle that I haven't even opened yet. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it made it. I'm going to keep looking over at the floor to see if it starts leaking out or not.
Oh,
it's
my
okay.
God. Good.
That's what I get for teasing you a little bit and going in and out, making you wait. I'm sorry for making you wait. The kids, it's only 6:30 here, so the kids are like, we're going to bed now? And I'm like, yeah, I have a hot date.
Well, dude, thanks. Thanks for doing this. I know we could have pushed the stream back and everything like that, but dude, I appreciate you jumping on, and especially the day before Matt Madness, and I'm nervous for tomorrow.
Yeah, you should be. It's a really serious, important game, and I know it could determine maybe the next 10, 15 years of your life, depending on how you perform. Who knows? There could be a grand prize. There might be a Ferrari at the end, a toy Ferrari.
Dude, if there's a Ferrari at the end, jeez.
Probably not.
Dude, well,
thank you for having me on. I friggin' love your streams. Your streams are the best.
Thanks,
I love your streams. I love when you stream by yourself. I love when you stream with Trev. I love when you stream with Sarah. It's all good.
Dude, Trev streams at the bottom. I'm trying to get Sarah to come back on. Yeah, her streams are a lot of fun, and I don't know if we stream together in this new setup or not. But dude, I want to thank you, and for everybody in the chat. Matt sent me this Coy Hill. We did a little trade skis, and Matt did a video of one of the samples I sent him yesterday for 1 Ounce Wednesday, and I'm glad you like that sample, man. I love that bottle so much.
That stuff is so good.
Yeah,
it's like, man, I haven't had an old one before, and I didn't expect the vintage, weird, dusty oakiness to it. So good. Thank you for sending that. You sent me a bunch of samples. You sent me a very expensive box. So if anyone's interested, I'm selling these samples at camp. Got a King of Kentucky. Got a Four Roses LE. Jeez Louise. don't even know. But yeah, just check the Facebook page. They'll be on there later. I'm kidding. Thank you, though.
Oh my gosh.
I want to drink them, but I can't because I have to do them for Wellness Wednesday.
Yeah, do them. I mean, you do them whatever you want. If you want to just shoot the old granddad, shoot it. I'll do it with you. No, I won't.
That stuff's good. You sent me a long time ago. You sent me one of those. That wasn't the same year you sent me before, was it?
No, I sent you. Which one did I send you? The 114. I think I sent you the 114 this time. I think the last time was an 83 bottled and bond.
Oh, it was a bonded, right?
Yeah, they're so different, man. The 114 that you have, I get grapefruit all day. Coffee and grapefruit. It's so freaking weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a shot.
Sarah's the one that called all the, she was like, this is grapefruit. I'm like, okay, whatever. Huh. It really is, though.
The only thing I've ever really gotten grapefruit on is the Irish stuff, the Redbreast. That was all grapefruit to me. Yeah. So did you pour the Coy Hill that I sent?
Yeah. You said you have one of these bottles?
Yeah, that's the one I opened in the video the other day. Because I ended up with a few of them because I got a few locally for MSRP. A couple locally for MSRP. That's what these two are.
Wow.
So the first one didn't last long around here. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
America.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But this Lucky 7, I actually put this next to the Lucky 7, and I can't figure out which one I like more. They're both
dangerous game right there.
Yeah, right.
If I break it, then I'll learn. Then I will learn. So yeah, the Lucky 7 stuff, it's good. It's real good. It's not as good as you said it was.
Dude, I think
it's really good.
Okay, I'm like on a weird point with these. And I brought them all out today because I wanted to kind of talk about them. I didn't know if I'd talk about them with you or before you came on, but the barrel 72 I sent you, I really love that barrel. And that's that's a breaking bourbon barrel. And the other store picks I had were not so good. One of them actually tasted kind of gross, like a sulfur cherry barrel finish. Like it had that kind of funky rubber note to it. And then I just got 3 more barrels, and they're all really, really good. I've been I don't know why I'm loving on this stuff, but I've tasted it so many times and I'm doing so many comparisons that my palate, I think, is just exhausted by it because it kind of wears me out to drink it. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but I'm in a low proof phase right now though. So I don't know what's wrong with me.
You're exhausting. I can't hardly drink you every day. That's all you want me to do. Drink. Well, not anymore. I'm just going to go buy 6 more bottles of different kinds. It sounds like your checking account's exhausted, my friend.
It is exhausted. Yeah, I'm going to trade some of them. I mean, I bought 2 of every one of them to try to see which ones are my favorite. You know what I mean? And then I'll trade the other ones away. But
where the heck are these finding them locally, or are they on some super secret website?
Something like that. Actually, to be honest with you, the last ones I just got, 3 different barrels. They were on an online shop. This place in New Jersey has them at MSRP.
No kidding.
Which is surprising. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to still have them right now or not, if there's any left, but I can send it to you if you want to check it out. They're decent. They're good barrels, and one of them's barrel 69.
I was waiting. I like the whole.
Send it to you.
Your whole thing, the thing on the screen.
Do you like it?
Put the work into. Yeah, it looks good. It's like, why can't I do something like that?
Dude, I tried to theme it. I tried to theme it after your logo.
Oh yeah,
the background. Oh,
it looks good. It looks really good. I think it looks awesome. It's professionally done.
The background is this. It's like a rick house, and then I put this weird wood grain. I don't know. I tried to make it all fancy looking, but you can't really tell. Look, man, it
looks awesome.
I'm just trying, Matt.
You're doing a good job. I'm so glad you're back. I missed you when you were gone.
I'm kind of back. I need to record some effing videos. Desperately.
Well, instead you're on here with me, wasting your time. Yeah, wasting your whole time.
This is terrible.
Look at the color of that Coy Hill. That's insane.
I know. I have been eyeing these bottles for so long, but I mean, I'll never get this at MSRP, and secondary is $450. That's just too much.
It's what? It's how much?
$450.
I'm gonna need that back.
No, they're about four. They've dropped to about 400 now. 375 for the lower proof ones. Lower proof, you know. But
yeah.
Well, I wanted to make it worth your while with the Lucky 7 and the samples. I
was just kidding. I don't care. I don't have any. I'd much rather have someone enjoy it than it sit on a shelf. But
no, I appreciate it.
What this flight I sent you should be fun. I want to. It's not a whole lot of you trying to figure stuff out. It's just a whole lot of seeing what you think.
Yeah.
America.
Are you gonna drink those along with me, or are you not gonna do that? No. Okay, let me grab enough glasses.
These ones are for you.
Okay. Is there anything?
That thing's spilling. I don't think that they broke. It's a concrete floor too. I don't know how they didn't break.
Dude, you're lucky. Are you in like your garage? Is that where you film?
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful in here. There's cardboard everywhere. That's game. I think I liked it better when I had like a tiny little area to film in. Because now I have a garage that it looks like an episode of Hoarders. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's really bad. My wife keeps throwing boxes in here. Like, stop that. I've got enough.
I'm gonna grab these super chats. Thank you, Amy, for the $20 super chat. I am looking forward to tomorrow night. Fingers are crossed. Fingers and toes are crossed. David, good luck in Matt Manis. Though you don't need it if you don't get exhausted with pores. We'll see. My palate's been a little weird lately. Paul P, Nancy Fraley last week, and now Matt Porter. What the heck? Sorry,
what the heck is going on?
Who's up next week? Eddie Russell? No, Eddie Russell's not up next week.
He's not going to downgrade. Oh, boom.
What is he doing? No way. Paul, actually, next week might be. I'll be with Trev Wilson next weekend. Actually. We're gonna see if we can do a live stream and film a bunch of videos together. That's gonna be interesting. So,
dude, that you'll film one video and you'll never see you.
I know. Well, I was like, dude, let's film 4 videos, and he's like, let's do 6. It's like, all right, that'll never happen.
I thought we were drinking 1792. No, it was 1783. I don't know what we're even doing anymore. You guys together, I don't.
It's fun, dude. It's hilarious.
It's. I love it. I will go rewatch old ones.
It is.
I'm like,
it's just stupid. I mean, it's like what? I don't know. Honestly, they get great feedback, and I'm like, I don't know how these get good feedback because every one of them goes off into left field and just completely disintegrates. It's horrible. Because
there's 5 reveals on the flights you sent. Trev's like, I know that they're out of order, and I sent like 5 different flights to 5 different people, but I'm pretty sure I knew what I sent you in the flight if I put it in the right box, if you're the right Cameron, and this is what it is. No, wait. Now I know what it is.
Dude, that stream was the pinnacle of our
the best.
I don't know, the best collaboration.
It was the first triple blind. He didn't even know what they were. It was great.
I'm gonna grab another glass. Hang on. Oh my gosh! All right, guys. So Matt sent me this blind flight, and there's 4 pours in it, and it's like not really prep for tomorrow. It's just fun, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely just fun.
Just fun.
Unless, of course, it's prep for tomorrow, in which case, cool. But I'm not going to tell you if it is or not. You can be the judge of that after the flight.
Okay. And do you have are these all from bottles that you have?
Would you just drink them?
No. I just want to know if you can show the people while we go through it, and I'll turn my head so they can know what I'm drinking.
Absolutely. You have to turn your head though.
I will turn my head. I will. Someone asked me MSRP on the Lucky Sevens. 150, I think, is what it should be. And that website had certain barrels up to 200. So it just depends on where you get them from. But honestly, I think it's a pretty fair price.
That's weird. After you smell the Coy Hill, the Lucky 7 doesn't even smell like anything.
Really?
It's like Coy Hill is just so overpowering.
The Coy Hill is intense. Honestly, I mean, I really.
It's like Sex in the Woods.
Yeah.
Intense.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm pouring out your blind flight.
All right.
Let's see.
You ever had
Why is this labeled A1, A2? What's going on?
Because just imagine that A2 is actually B.
Okay.
I forgot I did that.
A1, A2, BC.
Wait, is it BC?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's imagine
A1,
B is
A2.
C and C is D.
All right.
Or just A1 is the first one, A2 is the second one, and then it's just what happened was two of them were already labeled and in bottles, and then I just didn't want to relabel. So,
all right,
I did. That didn't even make sense because I relabeled it A1 and A2. I don't know why I did that. It's been a rough round here.
It's all good.
A lot of samples flying out. I don't even know if I sent you the flight I meant to send you. Maybe I mixed up your Mad Madness samples with these samples, and then it'll just be a whole shit show.
All right.
All
right. Let's do this. So, all right. So starting with A1.
Yeah. Start with A1.
All right.
My kids are being so good while you do this. Oh,
Are they?
They're just upstairs, just like not. They're just chilling. I'm like, you can have your tablets till I'm done, all right? And they're like, whatever. Good kids.
Dude, it smells like a scotch.
Maybe it is.
You're going to show the people what this is? Yeah, this has got to be, it smells like a shit. But I mean, look at the color on this. This is a dark color.
Wow. Coy Hill, first sip of the day. Wow. Whew.
What is this? It tastes like a green Jolly Rancher in an 18-year sherried scotch. This is freaking weird, dude. What?
I don't even know what order I put them in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No, I think I remember. I gave you the key, but I think I remember which order I put.
I don't have a key, dude. Oh, was that on the piece of paper?
It was in the envelope.
Oh shit!
It's fine. It's fine though.
I might have that. I unwrapped these. Oh, here it is. I just thought this was just like a piece of paper telling me it's the blind flight.
Oh,
it is an
envelope. Oh yeah, they're in there. Good, just so we're sure.
There's no key on the Matt Madness stuff, is there? You didn't do that.
Why would I?
I don't know, dude.
There's no key on the Matt Madness stuff.
If there's a key, I wouldn't use it. Anyways,
Cameron, that would ruin the game.
Well,
if I sent you a key, it would ruin the game.
Maybe it might ruin the game.
Do that.
Greg McDonald. I know the New Jersey site you speak of. Which barrel did you prefer? 6981. Okay, I was messaging Daniel P, who's in the chat about this earlier. I'm not being funny, but I think barrel 69 is maybe the better barrel, and it's actually the lowest proof barrel of the three. 81, I think, is the high proof barrel, and it's just a hot mess. Yeah, not great. So,
were they sold in a 3-pack?
No, it was from low to high proof. The lowest was 150, then 175, then 200. They were priced according to proof. But I think the 69 is the best one.
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
I'm
the
just
most balanced,
New
the most balanced
Jersey
pour.
Lucky 7.
Yeah,
Dan and Julie just texted me and called me a traitor.
Oh, geez.
I'm gonna have to leave, Cam. Sorry. I'm just joking. So, what do you think of the first glass? Is it
Dude,
or good, or what do you think? I don't know.
I don't know that it actually smells like a dusty bourbon combined with a very like sherried scotch, and again like this green apple Jolly Rancher. Do I like?
I do like me a green apple Jolly Rancher.
There's something weirdly like what is weirdly juicy in this.
So there's just something weird about it overall.
Yeah, I have no clue. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin on like age with this. You know what I'm saying? But like, it is pretty easy. You're the world's top whiskey taster.
And I poured it for you.
There you go. You should show them what this is. Are you going to reveal it to me along the way or at the end?
You can do it at the end.
All right.
Or do you want to do? It doesn't matter to me. What does chat want? Do you want me to tell him what it is after he drinks it or at the end? Doesn't really matter, I guess. I can't make all these decisions. This is your
dude. You sent the thing though. You sent the thing.
I know, but I sent it not even knowing that you were going to be such a mensch and invite me on. Mensch is a new word for me. I think it's a Jewish word. But
I like mensch.
Yeah.
It looks like
now.
Looks like now. All right. Yeah, because I think it's better if they kind of know along the way. It's probably more fun that way.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, this is either like a weird dusty bourbon, weird, or like some scotch I don't know that's an Oloroso sherry finish. Those are my two guesses.
Okay. Do you want to know what it is?
Tell me how old is it? How old is it? I want to know now, but how old is this?
It is oh boy. 16 years old.
Those are scotch numbers.
Uh, 16 years old.
Dude, I have no idea what this is. I think I kind of like it.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I think I kind of like it.
What you are drinking is 16-year-old A.H. Hirsch Reserve straight bourbon whiskey. That's the half of the sample that Jim sent me. This guy named Jim sent me.
Dude, holy shit.
And I saved half of it to send to you.
I'm going to save that and revisit that.
Wait,
that is weird, dude.
Now that you know what it is, do you get any sort of like cast iron, like a hot metal? I get like a cast irony weird kind of deal on it.
Yes. Holy crap. Well, it just smells like a scotch. And that note, it's like this metallic, not granite, but there's like a rocky mineral, not Dickel mineral, but almost industrial. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But it's just different, right?
Dude, that is. I would not have even known that was a bourbon.
No, me either. So those are so strange.
Which 16 years? So which top?
The blue wax. So it was blue wax. It was bottled in 2003.
Wow.
So it was distilled in 74. Distilled in 74. And then
crazy, dude. Thank you for sending that. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, well, he sent me like almost 2 ounces of it. He sent me like an ounce and a half, maybe a little over an ounce and a half. And I was like, wow, I'd be pretty selfish if I drank all this myself. Let somebody else have it who hasn't had it before. Because nobody's had it, right?
Nobody would blame you, though. Jeez, man. Wow. That is like, this is the only time in my life I'll probably ever taste this whiskey.
Yeah, that's the way I looked at it. I was like, holy crap. That's not even something that I've seen in like bourbon bars or anything like that anywhere.
No.
Dan and Julie don't even have one.
Really?
Yeah.
David wants you to check on those bottles. Are they okay? He said there's no leakage, right?
What? So the Lazy Susan thingy. I don't know what the hell you call it. What's it called now? The turntable deal. Whatever the hell.
It is a Lazy Susan.
Yeah, one of them's on top of one of the bottles, like so I can't see it. I can only see the butt of the bottle, but I don't see any like liquid really. Who knows? And then the other one is inside of a tube, like so I can't see because it's still closed. So it probably didn't break. I would imagine I'd see spillage leaking through the cracks.
Yeah. Damn. Stuff and whiskey. Matt Cam Matt, quick check in. We watch tomorrow. Good luck on Matt Madness. Yeah, he kicked some serious booty last time.
Josh did very good. Yeah.
Jeez, man. Gonna be a fun round. Can't wait to watch. I'm not gonna be fun. I'm gonna just sit there like the whole time. Isn't A.H. Hirsch supposed to be legendary? I think this is legendary if you know what you're drinking and you want that. Dude, I mean, honestly, I have some scotches that were distilled in the 70s, and the amount of like old bottle funk on this is it's like that level. Like this is way more funk.
$500 a pour where he's at on vacation. That's too much. That's too much.
Don't tell Matt. Matt, I'll send this back to you so you can sell it.
No, that's sharing is that's I just want to get your opinion on it. I don't know. I'd be sitting here babbling while you did it, which isn't, it makes it worse for you. But
I'm sorry to make you babble. You're not babbling. You're the only entertaining part of this entire stream.
That's BS. That is BS.
All right, dude. It actually tastes like Kool-Aid, kind of. Do you get that? I don't know if you got that on this, but
no,
like lemon lime Gatorade. There's like something crazy in it. I don't know.
I did not get that.
I don't want to know what a bottle of this costs. I do not want to know. But I'm going to save this. That's epic. Wow.
Yeah,
all right, dude.
The bottle I just dropped, he sent me that damn bottle too. It's
no.
It's the 16-year Crown Royal Rye.
I'm so unfamiliar. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's like a fairly available one or no?
I don't know. Actually, I don't have any idea, but he just sent it to me and then I was like, "Oh, there's a good counterweight for this." when I did this earlier and then son of a bitch.
Jeff Perkins, I think I did see your super chat. Maybe I didn't bring it up on the screen. Thank you for that, man. I apologize. It's tough. I'm like, trying not to suck, dude. But thank you for the super chat. I did get you logged in, so I appreciate it.
Could have fooled us. Try a little harder.
Jeez.
I'm just joking.
Dude, the Justin Bieber thing, DC killed me.
That's so funny.
I texted him, or he sent me a message, and he's like, "Hey man, this is the only pic of you I have," and it was like some dumb crop. Not that it wasn't Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
It was some like dumb crop, and it was like horrible quality. And I was like, "Dude, okay, I'll email you a couple of pictures. Like, I'll email you like silly ones you can take my face out of." And I sent him like 5 pictures, and he just used Justin Bieber. I'm like, God,
Maybe he couldn't tell the difference.
I don't know.
You're just gonna let Bourbon Bites in here just talking smack?
Where's Bourbon Bites? Oh, geez, look at. Aw,
he's trying to butter you up.
I mean, wait, screw. Yeah, that's right, Clifton. Clifton's going down, and Kira too. We're doing the damn thing. Bourbon of the week. What's going on? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Matt just gave me A.H. Hirsch Blue Wax, or I don't know what you call it. 16
A.H. Hirsch Reserve. I don't. Yeah, it's not something I know how to talk about either. I had to actually do some history on it in my video because I felt like it deserved it. You know what I mean?
It was like I know, like you never do history. I don't do that. I don't want to get into all that. Let Jason do that. You know what I mean? Because he's good at it. But you nailed it, man. You did the whole thing.
I was like, I feel like it deserves a little bit of some sort, because not a lot of people know about it. I don't think. I didn't really know a lot about it.
Mm-mm. No, I just see people on like secondary sites and auctions moving these bottles, like some of the old Hirsch stuff, for like 10 G's. I'm like, okay, this is, that's a car. I mean, you're right. Didn't you say it was a $9,000 bottle?
I don't
or something
remember.
like that? A used car.
But when we were in Louisville for Whiskey Weekend, Ryan Alves opened up a bottle of, I think it was 20-year Hirsch Rye, Hirsch Rye, that he just opened and sampled everybody for free. It's like
Some
at
people.
Justin's House of Bourbon in the tasting room at Justin's.
Wow.
So
I've never been there. One day.
Very generous.
Yeah. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, we are giving this away tonight if you do want to get in on the super chats. Little Magnus store pick. 11-year MGP unfinished. Very good pick. So this is the giveaway for this evening. Not a lot of super chats have come through, so there's a pretty darn good chance so far of somebody getting this bottle. Just saying.
That's incredible. That's an 11-year MGP?
Yeah, as far as I know. The person that I got it from told me this was an 11-year. It's 51 proof. Jesus. Yeah, it's 51 proof. 51% ABV. Really good. I've got one open. All right, let me check the chat, guys. Yeah, time for Matt to install some rubber mats in the garage. There you go.
I just thought that I would never do that.
Oh my god, the 20-year Hirsch is a dude. Look at this loser super chat right here. Dude,
my favorite emoji.
That is the most passive aggressive emoji there. One of the most passive aggressive, I think. Just dunk on somebody and go. ADHD. All right. Ooh. See you later, Aiden. Dude, glass 2.
Oh, you're on glass 2 now? Okay.
I'm going to go to A2. This is a hot one.
Is it?
Okay. Well, hotter than the Hirsch. Dude, the Hirsch smells so weird. Oh, my gosh.
You know what? Maybe I have... I don't know. Talk us through glass B. No. Talk us through glass A2, Cameron. Tell us how you feel.
All right. I like it, first and foremost. Now, I'm getting a lot of, it's very, fiery cinnamon cherry. That's kind of the first thing that's jumping out of the glass to me. It's very fiery. Ethanol forward. But also there's a dusty note on this. There might be some butterscotch kind of hanging out in the background. Yeah, this one's weird. This smells like another dusty to me, though. I just don't know. Oh, Matt. Dude, what are you sending me?
I don't even know. That was...
Jim Hess says Matt is the best YouTuber out there. That's an objective fact. It is an objective fact. Oh, and Daniel P. Venmo'd a $20 super chat. Thank you, Daniel. Let me get you guys in here. Jim Hess. Daniel P.
Does objective mean that I don't even know the difference between objective and subjective? I just use one of them and then I say, or the other one.
That means it's not an opinion. That means it's a freaking fact. All right, guys, I got all these super chats that just came in. Thank you all so much. Top Dog with the $10 super chat. Jim, Daniel P, and then DC coming in with $25. Thank you, DC. That's awesome, man. All right, I'm going to taste glass 2 and come back to the nose because this one's confusing.
Do it.
Oh, that's not nearly as high proof on the palate. The nose smells kind of hot. Oh, that's really buttery. Oh, that's
buttery
creamy.
Like a biscuit.
Something like that. Oh, dude, this is like black cherry, syrup. And I keep coming back to butterscotch and leather and black cherry and a lot of cinnamon. And then just kind of like buttercream. Buttercream. Am I crazy? Matt?
No, I don't think so. I think that you're on the right path. Do you think it's Do you think it's an aged bourbon or rye or I kind of gave it away? It's a bourbon. Do you think it's aged, like an old?
I think it's a dusty, and it smells to me like it's 105 proof, something like that.
Oh, so don't. What do you call it before tomorrow? Don't almost use a phrase that would work.
You shouldn't have used.
No, isn't necessarily like, don't. I don't know. Save it for tomorrow, Cam. You're guessing.
I'm trying,
especially if it's your good guesses.
I actually think I mean, look, I like that Hirsch because it's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something like if I spent $1,000 on like an epic bottle, and that was $1,000, I would spend my $1,000 on a different bottle.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like this,
right.
I think I like a lot better than the Hirsch, but maybe it's just because it's more approachable, like as a standard bourbon.
Understandable.
I don't know.
I'm probably in the same boat.
Yeah.
The Hirsch is just very unique.
It's weird. It's actually kind of like Play-Doh. There's almost a Play-Doh note to it.
Yeah, I could see that. Yep.
So it's weird. All right, dude. Glass 2. I'm gonna say this is a 10-year bourbon, 105 proof, and some sort of dusty. That's what I'm gonna say.
How old? Or what was the age you said?
I'd say 10 years. I'd say it's 10 years. I could see 8 to 10. You know what? Let me say 8. And let me say it's from like I would say it's from like the 1990s. I don't know.
Well, keep changing your answer.
I will.
Keep getting.
So how about this? Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to lock it in with my first answer.
Okay, good job.
What was my first answer?
I don't remember.
10 years.
But it was better.
10 years, 105 proof, some sort of dusty.
I wish I had one of those cameras that y'all got where you put I can go like this and then everyone can see what it is. But I can't because it doesn't. But this is a 10-year-old old Fitz, 100 proof. But it's not just old, it's very old.
Oh, really?
And it's not just very old. This is a 1965 very, very extra old Fitzgerald.
Holy crap, man. How did you get this?
That's Jim, the same guy who sent the Hirsch.
Yeah.
I got the
holy shit.
He sent me this old Fitz too. And I haven't done a Wild Wednesday on it yet, but
oh my god. 100 proof.
So it's barreled in 1955, bottled in 65. Very extra old Fitzgerald.
Can I ask you something? What was the proof of the Hirsch?
Oh, good question. 95 maybe? 97? 90.
Whoa.
90? No, 91.6. 91.6.
Okay. All right. That makes more sense. I mean, wow, dude, this is kind of hitting above its proof point. I can't believe that's from the 50s. I've had a Four Roses that was distilled in 1940. And I guess that didn't taste like the oldest Dusty. I think the Dusty's really just depends how much funk is on each of them.
So now that we're 2 pours in, do you think this is going to help you tomorrow night?
No.
That was my point. I was like, then you're like, you going to drink along with me? I'm like, actually, probably not.
Probably not.
No.
That's hilarious. Let me grab these super chats. Adam S. Thank you, guys. I don't know what to do with myself right now. What do I do with my hands? Cheers, Matt. Love you both. A1 and A2 of my YouTube subscription.
Love that. That's really funny.
I'm like A327. I usually only donate to winners, but tonight I'll make an exception. Okay, we'll see about that, Clifton. Jesus.
That's a pretty sick burn.
That is a sick burn. I'm in, man. Cheers, dude. Clifton, I'm actually not going to enter you into the giveaway, but thank you for your $5. Clifton, if you win, I'm just going to roll it again. I'm just kidding. Greg's got a question for you, Matt. How to hide whiskey from
yes. As a matter of fact,
Let me try to...
way sooner than it's in the works. I already have.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Some thoughts behind it.
I got to get that off the screen. That's so big. Oh, I didn't say that.
What she said. Hey, dude, if you mix the Coy Hill with the Lucky 7,
I'll do it.
It's actually like incredible. Like do 50-50.
Hang on, let me find my Coy Hill. Oh yeah, that's the Coy Hill. Jesus, dude, the Coy Hill is...
What the heck, dude? I'm not.
Hang on.
I didn't expect it to be good.
I have to find my barrel. There we go. This is the same one you have. These are literally the exact same bottles. All right.
Right. The exact same. So it's the bottle you sent, the Lucky 7 you sent.
Oh, dude.
That smells like a...
That smells really good.
It smells like a pastry, like some sort of...
There's so much like vanilla, like icing.
Uh-huh. That almost smells like one of those old Discovery series. Like
yeah.
Reminds me of like a Discovery 3 or something like that.
Dude, mine just got really sour. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of sour. But I just poured them together. Maybe there's a chemical reaction happening.
Probably. You probably screwed it up.
Nancy Fraley would just go... Psh, 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 psh.
Did I teach you nothing?
That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Dunny, I might actually pull my headphones out when the songs... I want to hear the song so bad, but I'm gonna be so distracted. Although I did some training the other night with Sarah, some 30-second training. We had music blaring, and she was like asking me, like, I had 30 seconds, and she would just like rapid fire questions, you know.
That's funny. If I asked Krista to do that, she would just be like, "You are barking up the wrong tree, big boy."
Sarah was like, she's like, "Give me a list of questions," and I'm like, I gave her nose questions, palate questions, and then she went in here and she poured 4, brought them out to the living room, and we just like went through it. She's great, man. She's almost too supportive.
My children would do it. They would definitely do it. My 5-year-old, I'd be like, "Okay, start asking questions." She'd be like, "All right, why does the sun have lines around it when you draw it, but when you look at it, it doesn't?" And I'd be like, "It's not helping. Don't look at the sun."
Stanley Wags, what's up, man? Look at that. Look at the sexy on the screen, on that side of the screen over there. And you ain't bad too. Oh, geez. Damn. You got me. So is the giveaway a standard? No, the giveaway is not a standard Magnus. It's a single barrel. I believe it's an 11-year pick, unfinished, 102 proof. Really good stuff. I have one open. I promise you guys, I do not give away whiskey that I do not give away whiskey that I do not enjoy. I don't do that. I will trade those locally. I only give away whiskey that I actually like. So I do promise you that. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. That'd be awesome. Okay. Let me get
the Coy Hill we were drinking was 140.6, I think. 140.6.
This is epic. I am like a big Brown Foreman fanboy in the last, I don't know, 6 months. That's like one of my new favorites. Did you try the High Angel Share stuff, the Old Forester?
No, I haven't tried any of that.
The little bottles.
I haven't tried any of their 117 series stuff.
The only one that's worth it is that first release, that High Angel Share Batch 1. It's so good. I should have sent you a sample of that.
That's a super fanboy right there. The only one that's worth it. Doesn't sound like a fanboy to me, Cam. sounds like you're a bit of a critic.
Jeez. Jim has, what happened to Matt's challenge for a fight with the Whiskey Tribe? Oh, he wants to see you hot and sweaty kicking some butt.
My kids came downstairs.
You good?
Kids came downstairs. I don't know why. I'm going to jump out for a second, and then
yeah, man.
I'll be right back.
I'll just pull you out.
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll wait on Matt to get back here, but let me grab a couple of super chats here. Jim, we'll ask Matt when he gets back. Andrew Kelly, you're going to be with Trev in person. So Trev and I have yet to narrow down the exact plan, But the idea is for me to stay at his house for 2 nights, which that's going to be raucous. I know a lot of whiskey is going to be consumed. And priority one for me is to do a live stream. As much as I want to make sure I film some videos, I really want to do a live stream with Trev in person, because I think it's going to be, for me personally, live stream of the year. You know, him and I we get crazy. And then we do want to film a couple of videos. So hopefully we will be doing a live stream like this in Trev's studio, which would be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let me add you guys to the giveaway here. Andrew Kelly's got 2. I appreciate you guys for the super chats, for supporting the channel, and also getting in this giveaway for what is a really good Joseph Magnus single barrel. I promise you that. Jeff Todd, I see that coming in. Let me get you added to the super chat list. Love the Joseph Magnus. Good luck tomorrow night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jeff. Jim, he'll be back. He will get his response when he gets back for sure, man. So guys, I didn't really get an opportunity to talk about this too much. Let me see here. Where is everything at? I didn't get a chance to talk about the Coy Hill too much. So let me quickly give you some tasting notes on this. Matt jumped in and we just went right for it. So Coy Hill to me is extremely, it's like the darkest version of a Brown-Forman product that you could possibly have. It's just it's like prunes, dates, all extremely dark fruits. It's not even like, I wouldn't even call it like cherry or black cherry. It's just all of those dark prune, date, cranberry, maybe like dried cranberry notes, tons of black pepper. And then it's like you took a flamethrower to it. It really is extremely fiery. And you can taste the wood too. And it's not this kind of dark, rich, funky oak. It's really a nice balanced oak between sweet and dry, I think, on this stuff. Jake McKee, good luck tomorrow. What's your favorite Irish at the moment? Jake, I've got to say my favorite Irish that I've ever tried is the Redbreast 27 Batch 2. It's a sample that Daniel P. in the chat here sent to me. I have a Batch 3 bottle of the 27 now, and it does not compare to Batch 2. We got Matt back in the house, guys. Let me add him back in before he bails. One sec, Matt. I got to get Jake's name in the super chat list. Okay. Don't leave. Don't leave like everybody else.
Kid came downstairs to grab a Barbie doll.
Yeah, makes sense.
Children.
Greg. Barrel 69 is sold out. What was your second choice? Greg, I'm going to tell you this, man. If you like really high proof stuff, go for 81. Okay. And it's a little out of balance, and you can actually add a few drops of water to barrel 81, and it makes it a lot better. 83 is going to be out of the bottle, maybe a little more of a balanced pour. It actually drinks under its proof. It drinks under barrel 69's proof. It's kind of strange that way. So it's your call. If you want high proof, 81 tastes like it's extremely high proof. Okay. All right, Matt.
Going to the third one?
Let's go to the third one, dude. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this.
Well, heck yeah.
You know.
So we got a sample at Whiskey Weekend, and it was from a guy named Michael, and he was generous enough. He actually let me try it one night, but it was like late at night. But then before I left, he handed me a sample, and my hands were full, so I had like everything against my chest. And then I grabbed my phone out of my pocket to see what time it was, and the sample slipped between my arm and my chest and hit the floor. And it blew the cap off of it. And we were able to save half of it. We saved an ounce of it, but it was that Mr. Sam.
Oh my God, dude. That's an expensive sample.
I know. Felt so bad. I just saw that and I was like, oh man, I feel terrible about that.
Have you tried that yet or not yet?
No, not yet.
Is that batch? That's the second one, the newest release.
Not sure. It says Mr. Sam tribute.
I didn't taste the first batch, and there's no, I got lucky to find it at a bar for that second batch. Dude, the second batch was phenomenal. I mean, like, it was very weird though. It's a very weird Buffalo Trace. It tastes like a Cinnabon, just Cinnabon plus Eagle Rare 17 is like.
I like how you say Cinnabon.
Is that what it is? Cinnabon?
I think so, but you really bond it up.
I really bond it. Cinnabon.
Cool. Get to the third one already, would you? Jeez Louise.
All right.
Come on.
Ooh. Dude, that is that's a hot bugger.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just very sensitive to proof. Maybe I'm being a weenie. I'm always being a weenie though.
Oh, stop. Don't put yourself down.
This is fruity. This is like a fruity monster. I'm getting like strawberries, green apple. Oh my God. Bright maraschino cherry. Dude. Wow. It almost smells Buffalo Tracy to me.
Oh. Huh.
Oh.
I got a little bit in this glass.
This is what I'm drinking?
Mm-hmm. It's very sweet, isn't it? Very sweet.
It's really sweet. It's just like not a fruit cake. No, what am I thinking of? It's almost like a strawberry shortcake with like some apples. Green apples.
I can see that. A little bit of cinnamon on it, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe just because he just said Cinnabon like 14 times.
Bon. There's actually some leather on this too, I think. What's going on here? Oh, beer
was
white.
That Derek?
What's this?
Derek Matt in the chat.
Uh-huh.
Derek, are you the one who saved the Mr. Sam sample? If that's him, I dropped it. He hit the floor almost before the sample did to pick it up. And then he resampled it into a smaller bottle with a funnel and everything.
That's
Derek,
funny.
if that was you, thank you so much. I would have gotten there in like 5 minutes.
That's epic. Cinnabon, Cinnabon. I'm sorry if I say that weird, guys.
Wish death upon me, blood in my dog and I can't see. It's just a good song. Cinnabon.
I don't know that song. What's that song?
Never mind.
Damn.
Never mind. I went over your head with some 50 Cent.
Mm. Oh, dude. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's good. Is this George T. Stagg?
No. Wrong.
Is that? Excuse me. Okay, is it William Lure Weller?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So
I am not.
Damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
I get these samples and I don't want to drink them all myself because I feel terrible. It's a 2016 William Lure Weller sent by my main man Joe, 135.4 proof. 2016 Dude. William Lure Weller.
That is so good.
That is good, huh?
That is. I've only had one sample of William Lure Weller, and I've had I think 2 samples of George T. Stagg. But I am like so unfamiliar with those profiles. That was just a shot. It just kind of smells like Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace, super sweet, high proof, and you're like, that's really good. So
I would have never guessed that's a weeded bourbon though on the nose.
Right.
There's no way.
Right. Not on the nose.
Yeah. Dude, so you got to try. Oh yeah, on the palate though. Good God.
Mm-hmm.
You got to try Warehouse C at Whiskey Weekend, right? Did you do a video of that yet? Yeah,
I tried the Warehouse, the Tornado Survivor there, and then that was like 1 ounce Wednesday last week. It was like half ounce Wednesday. I bought like a half ounce home. It was good.
I mean,
but
I mean, people are trying to get 9,000 out of that bottle. That sounds crazy, right? There's no way an E.H. Taylor's worth that. Is there? I mean,
no. It's really good. It's really good.
yeah.
If someone poured you sample, you're like, this is really good.
Yeah.
But you probably guess it's E.H. Taylor. You'd be like, oh, this is a good single barrel or something. It's a little bit different, but it's super good. It was super cool to be able to drink it because it's very rare, but it's just not something that you should go into with extra high expectations, like not $9,000 expectations.
Yeah, right. Daniel P, dude, seriously, everybody, thank Matt on my behalf. I mean, this sample flight is insane, dude. This is crazy. This is the nicest sample flight anyone's ever sent to me. So thank you. Unless C sucks, and then this sample flight sucks. Just kidding.
And by C you mean D, but it's C. Four samples. The fourth sample is letter C. How does that work?
Toshi Bake just bought one of those 2016 William LaRue's. I don't want to know what that cost. Oh my goodness. All right. Hendo, cheers, guys. Thank you, Hendo, for the super chat. Got you down. What did you say?
Friggin' Will. MVP. Will. He's got such a nice beard.
He's got a nice beard. He's the blind master. Greg McDonald. With all the great... Oh, there's a question. Hey, Greg, I'll get back to that. There's a question for you up here, Matt, that I got to ask you from Jim. So I got to get this up here. Here you go. This is for you.
It's over. He replied and I didn't feel like it was necessary to continue it.
I didn't really follow that. What happened?
I made a joke that because Rex said that bourbon shouldn't have the new oak requirement. But he said it in like passing and stuff, and I was like, whoa, bitch. Like, you watch your mouth. Like, so I made a video in a sleeveless sweater vest. I was wearing my sweater vest with nothing else. And I was like, I will fight you. Don't you try to change like the new oak requirement for bourbon, you jerk. And then he made a follow-up video where he called me like something like a lumberjack sister. I don't even know. But he made a good reply, and then I figured it was over. I didn't want to,
I will Herb Dean that fight if you want.
You wouldn't even have to. It'd be over immediately.
Flying knee, 5 seconds. That's it.
If that's the outcome, then I wasn't the one flying.
Did you see? What was this past weekend, man? There was a pretty sick submission, a scarf hold that somebody got.
I didn't watch that one this past weekend.
Was it Olenek? I was legally streaming it. I was legally watching that fight.
You bought the pay-per-view.
Somebody got money somewhere.
There you go. Nice. No, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, there was a pretty. I mean, and he's like 44 years old, I think. Is it Alexei Olenek? No, what's his name, dude? I don't even know. Olenek, I think is his last name, though. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sure which. He did seem a little bit peeved in his response. That's what I thought too. But everybody else was like, no, he's just joking. I'm like, but then there are parts of it where he seemed like he wasn't. I don't know. If he still wants to fight, then we can do it. And if he wants to fight, I guess if he ever accepts the challenge, we'll celebrity box it out, except for the celebrity part. We'll just box.
Greg,
5-10-second rounds.
Yeah, there we go. All right, glass 4. Let's do this.
I wasn't sure if you had this one before or not. You might have. Oh, thanks, Jim. I got a viewer out of it. That's good. Thank you, Jim.
Oh, that's cool. And thank you, Jim, for the super chat as well, man. Appreciate it. I might be misspelling the crap out of everybody's name on the list. So when you guys see me share my screen and roll, if your name is misspelled, I promise I know it's you. Jake McKee, Matt, what's your favorite Irish whiskey?
I mean, I like the Redbreast 12 cask strength a lot. I guess that's like probably the best answer, because if I said Redbreast 21, or that'd sound like an asshole. But I mean, those ones are really, I've had them and they're very good. But the best one, my favorite that I own, is a Redbreast 12 cask strength.
Have you done like have you tried Blue Spot? I can't remember if
I've tried a sample of Blue Spot, and that was really, really good.
I like the Redbreast.
It was off profile for an Irish whiskey, though. It tasted more like a bourbon or an American whiskey, I thought.
Yeah, that Redbreast 12 cask strength is killer, man. But I think in Ohio, I don't think it's like sitting on shelves. It used to just sit, and I don't think we can find it anymore.
Yeah, I've never seen one on the shelf.
Yeah. What was I lost my train of thought. Oh, you said you don't know if I've had this one before? Glass C?
The fourth one.
Dude, this kind of smells like Coy Hill, actually.
Really? Interesting.
It doesn't taste like Coy Hill. Oh.
Mark Royland. Tomorrow night, Cam is facing Clifton of Bourbon Bites and Kira of whiskeychannel.com. They're the second half of the doubleheader tomorrow night.
Mark,
first half of the doubleheader is Michelle from Women of Whiskeys versus Shane from Storytime versus Chad from It's Bourbon Night.
That's gonna be cool.
Tomorrow
night's gonna be interesting, man.
It'll be lots of fun.
Okay, let me ask. So I was gonna ask you, like, because doing something like that it's a big undertaking. Does it intimidate you at all, or like, and do you get to a point where you start to feel bogged down by it because it's like such a humongous commitment, or are you cool the whole time?
No, that's actually the most fun I'm having with it. I mean, there's just with creating content in general, there's you get slightly burnt out of doing the same thing all the time. So it's like you try to think of different things, to do different videos, to make different, but then you kind of get stuck in a rut of making the same stuff over and over again. So like that part kind of, like, especially after freaking Christmas, after the Advent calendar. So after making a video every day, then it's like January, and I haven't really got back from that. Like I like I need a refresher in my brain where I can start thinking about things again. But Matt Madness has been, I look forward to it so much. It's so much fun. I love hanging out with everybody. And it gets my creative energy flowing a little bit. And then having people like David do the music for it, that's ridiculous. It's just so much. I enjoy it so much. I'll be sad when it's over.
Yeah.
Then my live streams, I won't know what to do anymore. I'll be like, hi, I'm alone.
Dude, honestly, like this year, I have not felt like a participant at all. I mean, because I haven't gone yet, but also because I've been kind of out of the making content. I mean, I've been doing live streams and a little bit here and there. I've felt much more like a viewer, I think, this year, watching the first rounds go down. And I can't tune into the whole thing. But I'm telling you, man, it's like, truly for me, it's like, what am I going to do this Friday night? Am I going to turn on a movie, or am I going to turn on Matt Madness? And I turn on Matt Madness. Like, seriously. Awesome. I mean, it is. And I think from your point of view, it must be funny to be able to see people's what's like the proper way to say this, idiosyncrasies come out. Like, because I think it's a very revealing process for a lot of people. It's like, it shows how competitive everybody is, or like how much people don't, like Bobby, like last year, didn't give a shit. He was hammered coming into it and just like killed, you know, like it's very revealing, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah. Everyone approaches it differently, but it's supposed to be fun. It's meant to be fun because I want everybody to have fun. It's not like a super, like Jason like posted on his Patreon about how like he kind of felt like he let people down and stuff. And like, I was like, dude, if there was a basketball skills challenge inside of a circus tent at a carnival, and there were like people on like unicycles and clowns juggling and the Siamese twins, and the hoop was 11 feet tall and it was oval shaped, and you had an oversized underinflated basketball. Like Michael Jordan would be pissed if he lost that. Like he would still expect to win, even though like he shouldn't, because it's not basketball anymore. It's totally different. That's the way it is. So like you can't be mad if you don't do well. It's not meant for anybody to do well.
Right.
But at the same time, everybody sucks but me. So no, at the end, I'm gonna announce tomorrow. But at the end, I'll let people have fun on my behalf. So I'll put myself through the ringer too. So it'll be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's funny. Paul P. Am I going to tell Matt what my favorite Irish was? Why I said Redbreast 27, so I'm a pretentious asshole.
Well, no, because I mean, no, it's mine too. It is mine too, right? But like,
yeah,
I can't just. I just feel like it's a.
Yeah, I know. I know. I mean, honestly, dude, like the difference between the 12 cast strength to the 27. I'm not going to say it's like a negligible difference, but it's not like I would sit down and enjoy the 12 cast strength any day of the week.
Sure.
And I would be okay with that over the 27.
Right.
Yeah, you're forever the world's top whiskey taster. Lord Jewel says, when is the OG Matt Madness song? What is the OG Matt Madness song? I can't remember.
It was a song that David and Kira used. They had something called Mash Madness.
That's
where,
right.
They had a tournament of bottles that like their community voted on who they thought, like which bottle they thought would win in a blind flight, and they called it Mash Madness. Mm-hmm. And they made a song called Mash Madness. And then when I started the tournament, it wasn't even called Matt Madness, but like people started calling it that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I can't call it that. It's like a ripoff of Mash Madness that just happened. And then David remixed the song to Matt Madness. It's okay. It's a great song. But it's their song though. So
I'm starting to remember this now.
Let's drink. It's Mash Madness.
Yeah. It feels like years ago. Like this whole COVID thing. I mean, everything feels like so long ago. And that was just like 1 year. So, dude, is this an MGP whiskey?
No.
Damn. And by C, I mean glass 4. God, it's really spicy.
Yeah.
A lot of orange, citrus. Man, everybody in the chat is going hard on the Matt Madness song. Are you guys going to the Junkies meetup? I might go to the Junkies meetup.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Will you?
Unless things change, but I should be there for sure.
Now I'm definitely not going. Just kidding. I'm trying to get Sarah to go with me. I want her to come. So.
Yeah, she should do it for sure. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. It's just gonna be a big hangout. Yeah. Sean will leave at noon, and then it'll be fun.
I've never met those guys. I mean, I've never met you. Actually, I don't think I've met anybody in the entire community except for Jason. I think he's the only person I've met in person.
All right, we're all big letdowns.
Me too.
Bourbon or rye?
The fact that I said MGP makes me want to say rye. I think in my heart of hearts it's a bourbon.
Okay.
I think. But it's so spicy though. If it's a rye, I like it. If it's a rye, it's either like a barely legal rye or some sort of Kentucky barely legal rye.
Okay. Yep. So you're getting closer. Joe, the guy who sent me the William LaRue Weller.
Yeah.
That's why I can't sip along with you. That what you're drinking. He sent me this as well. What you're drinking that's Booker's Rye.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you ever had that before or not.
No, I've never had any of these, man.
So yeah, that's Booker's Rye.
I can see why people chase this stuff.
Yeah, it's super good. It's very unique, isn't
it? But it really doesn't taste like a rye. I mean, like it's right on the border.
Right. Spicy, sweet. It's just I remember it just being just a very enjoyable pour. I think the finish lasted forever, from what I remember.
It's almost like just the perfect whiskey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in terms of profile, it's like you really don't want to add or subtract anything from that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, man, thank you for sending all this.
Well, heck
you
yeah,
really
dude.
didn't need to go this freaking hard.
Well, I didn't at all. I received samples and I drank half the sample and then I sent the other half to you. So there's that. It's not like
awesome.
not like I did anything. So
No,
thanks to Jim and Joe.
Thank you, Jim and Joe.
Right.
Lord. Rock hard questions. Seriously, man, I don't want to keep you on here all night.
I'm sorry I'm being quiet and stuff. I've just listening for the kids the whole time.
I understand.
Banging around up there.
I feel bad. I feel bad that you had to put them to bed early and all that kind of stuff.
No, you know what? They deserve to go to bed early. They're just being
They're kids. They'll do what I say.
They snuck some Oreos earlier and then didn't finish their broccoli. And I'm a huge broccoli guy, and I'm just not going to stand for that.
Dude, we have a cookie jar that is like this, like not animatronic. That's not the right word. It's like this cow, okay? And you lift its head up, and it goes right, and it moves, and it's like full of Oreos. And those fucking Oreos have been in there for like 4 years because here's the thing: if you go and eat a cookie, you hear it.
Right.
So like
that's super smart.
So those Oreos, dude, I don't want to open that cookie. I mean, obviously they're Oreos, so they're probably preserved out the booty hole. They're probably fine. You could probably eat them in 10 years. But like, I don't want to open that cookie jar, But when I used to sneak some Oreos at night, Sarah would be asleep because she always goes to bed before me, and I would like open it and touch the sensor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Grab the sensor, open the thing, grab the Oreo, shut the lid. That's it.
The stupid cow, that animatronic cow.
Sarah loves cows. She has a cow costume every Halloween. She's a cow.
No, Sugar Kitty, not Oreos and broccoli. They snuck Oreos and skipped the broccoli. Well, one of them did. Oreos weren't on the menu.
Peter, oh geez, yeah, you're gonna enjoy that, Peter. Oh my goodness, dude,
I'm super sorry. I have to bounce. I just
do it, man.
I gotta go. Make sure the kids are good. So, thank you for having me on. Sorry that I wasn't like, just I feel like I was a little quiet, but at the same time, I also feel like I was just watching you drink, and I liked that. It's enjoyable. Tomorrow I'll enjoy it even more because that's when I will have so much fun. So
yeah, man.
I'll finish the stream on my phone and I'll watch. But I'll see you tomorrow night, sir.
Thanks, man.
Stretch your hamstrings. Maybe I don't know. Maybe get a little bit of a massage.
I got one on Tuesday, biatch. I actually
do your breathing exercises. A little bit of yoga, whatever you got to do. Just relax and come in there ready to lose. That's all I got to say. New year, new losers. Love you. Talk to you later.
See you, man. All right, guys. The man himself has logged off. But hey, guys, I'm not gonna wrap just yet because of course we do have some giveaways to get through. Or giveaway. I need to check the list, make sure I've got everybody on there. I believe we are good to go, at least so far. Which, just a reminder, the giveaway tonight is this Joseph Magnus single barrel, this 11-year MGP pick from Blanchard's, 102 proof. Look, first and foremost, I have to say thank you so much to Matt for sending. This is literally the most epic flight I've ever received. I've received a lot of samples from a lot of really amazing people, and everybody is so generous, with whatever bottles they have. And I think that's like the staple of the whiskey community. And whenever I send sample flights out, I like to send the best stuff I possibly can, Matt went above and beyond to kind of forward along half of these samples that he received from others as well. The Hirsch Reserve, A.H. Hirsch, the what was glass number 2? 1950s distilled, very, very extra old Fitzgerald 10-year, William LaRue Weller 2016, and Booker's Rye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, I just got to say thank you to Matt. Matt is one of my favorite people in the community, and he's a fellow MMA fan, and we've kind of talked behind the scenes, and I just love Matt so much. And honestly, guys, I get a little bit nervous talking to Matt because, even at this level of like, we're on YouTube, we're just people drinking whiskey on YouTube, I get a little starstruck around Matt, if I'm being honest with you. And I think, he's just a great dude, and it's not intimidating, but you just get nervous talking to him because he's such a great guy, and he's such a staple in our community. And I cannot say enough good about Matt. But I'm not logging off just yet. We will do the giveaway at 10 p.m. is when we typically try to do it, given the circumstances, depending on if there's a guest, how the stream's going. So I'll do the giveaway here soon. I'll try to get to it by 10 p.m. I want to try to kind of, come to a conclusion here with this stream. It's kind of been all over the place a little bit. So thank you guys for hanging in there and for supporting the channel and for being here and spending your Thursday evening with me, which I feel very undeserving of that. So thank you so much. Of course, I am doing my best to work on new content. It's been a struggle. It's, definitely just been a struggle. That's all I'm going to say. Keep all that, personal stuff out of it. But I promise I'm working on it, and that's that. So anyways, let me get some of these super chats. Will Henderson says, good luck tomorrow. Thank you, man. I'm nervous, but I honestly, like, the stuff that Sarah and I have been doing, I've been doing pretty darn well on that. Calling out distilleries and calling out ages, proof and all that kind of stuff. I think proof is the one that I'm having a little bit of a harder time with right now for whatever reason. So I'm not sure why that is. David, I've heard that the Thomas Handy 21 is ridiculous as well. I would love to try that sometime. The one that I had, I think, was a 2020, and it was just fine. But I think the 21 is getting a lot of hype. Mike, Discovery 7 is on the way to me right now, along with Fusion 7. So I'm very curious to give that a try whenever I get the opportunity, to pop that bottle. That, honestly, might come out as a video. So next week, for instance, next Thursday night, I will not have a live stream. I'm going to be doing a residency at the University of Memphis with, the percussion studio at the University of Memphis. So that's next weekend. So I will not be live on Thursday. I'll actually be in a rehearsal with those guys in Memphis. So I'll probably be able to taste Discovery 7 the week after that on the live stream, but there may be a video out for it before then. Toshi Bake, fun content as always. Great pours to watch you enjoy tonight. Dude, these pours we can all agree, right? I mean, the pours Matt sent me were silly. I was feeling really good. I was feeling really good about the stuff I sent Matt. I sent him some Dusty Granddads, Dusty Elijah Craig, just some other samples. And you'll see them maybe on some 1 ounce Wednesdays coming up in the future. But I was feeling really good about sending him. He just totally blew me out of the water with these samples tonight. So it's awesome. Matt, I'm not being weird. Dustin, I have 4 open cigar blends. That's 58, 61, 67, and 71. In the bunker, I have a 50, which is I think it's the Tour de France batch. I have a Freebird batch 77 on the way, and then I have Return of the Dark One 73 on the way. So those are basically 4 open, 3 in the bunker once these other bottles come in. Top Dog says, I damn near fell over when I got your sample flight the other day. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I always try to put good stuff in those sample flights. I really do. I really, really do. Daniel says, you've been drinking too many. I have been drinking. So for me, dude, it's been a strange duality, basically. Like, I've been drinking Michter's 10 and comparable 90 to 100 proof pours that I really love. Great Kentucky profiles, aged. And then I've been drinking Lucky 7 at 134 proof. So that middle ground, I used to feel really good. Like last time, I felt great about guessing proof. I felt like I was on the money with proof last year. This year, I think, knock on wood, age and some other qualities, I'm guessing better than proof right now. All right. It's like I kind of want to have a little bit more of the stuff that Matt sent. I also kind of want to save it. This A.H. Hirsch is the singularly weirdest whiskey I think I've ever tasted, at least American whiskey. I've never had anything like it. It's very odd. Anyways, all right. Everybody's hyping Lucky 7. Lucky 7 is phenomenal. So, guys, let's chat about Lucky 7 very quickly. I'm going to pour one out here. I'm going to pour out. Who was I talking to about Lucky 7 earlier in the chat? I was talking to somebody on and off about barrel 69 from Lucky 7. I can't remember who it was. The whiskey's getting to me, y'all. Anyways, let me pour out a pour of Lucky 7 very quickly. And let's chat about it. I think from what I heard, the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club might get a Lucky 7 pick, which is great news. Honestly, Lucky 7 has been coming out with so many different barrels. All over the place. Store picks, non-store picks. It's been crazy to see how many of these. Like, I thought when I started buying these up, I did not think there were going to be very many barrels. I thought these things would run dry very quickly. For some reason, people are not jumping on this hype train. And I'm not trying to be Mr. Hype this whiskey for no reason. Honest to God, I love this stuff. And I don't know what it is. I think it strikes a nice balance between a lot of different styles of high proof bourbon. The age on these does not come through the same way that it comes through on Elijah Craig barrel proof. You don't get super heavy oak. This is a little bit cleaner and brighter and more approachable in some ways, like more straight down the middle, clean profile. And some of them have insane fruit qualities. Others have a lot of vanilla, but none of them are over oaked. It's really strange to me. And they do really well with water because most of the Lucky 7s we're seeing pop up of these 14-year picks are around 130 proof. So you can throw a few drops of water. I mean, shit, you can probably put them over ice and they're going to do really well. The one I'm pouring right now is barrel 83, which I believe is still in stock on a particular website. A store that I ordered some of these from. Barrel 83 is 131.7 proof. It was not my favorite of the bunch when I tasted them earlier today, but it was my first taste, and so who knows? Let's try this right now. Toshi Bake bought a half bottle of A.H. Hirsch 16 from a bar for $800. Been slowly savoring. It's amazing flavor for that 91. It is amazing. It's so different though. Daniel says I was talking to Greg McDonald. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, barrel 80. I mean, these are all kind of hot. All the Lucky 7s are a little bit hot, in my opinion. They need some air time to really open up and kind of lose that ethanol. But they're just fruit monsters. Raspberry, cherry, vanilla cream, and sweet, sweet oak. It's not heavy, funky oak. Now, it's not as sweet as Buffalo Trace, but it's closer to that than it is the funkiness of like Heaven Hill at 14 years. It's closer to that Buffalo Trace, almost Brown Foreman kind of profile. Now, the rumor is that these are all Barton, and I do believe that now. It's taken me a while to come around to that fact. I believe it's all Barton, but at this proof and whatever the conditions were for these barrels is different. It's not like any Barton you've ever tried, in my opinion. Greg says, Cam, quit talking about Lucky 7. One bottle already sold out during tonight's stream. There are only 2 other bottles left. Honestly, well, some of those lower, Greg, and that might not have even been us. or me talking about it. Some of the lower proof bottles, I've actually been looking around at different yields of some of these barrels. A lot of those lower proof ones actually had much lower yields in those barrels for whatever reason. So that particular barrel 69 may have actually had a lower yield. Jake, I have not had the 6-year. I've also not had the toasted, although someone just mentioned, David mentioned that the toasted is ridiculous. It's probably pretty good. I mean, to me, it feels like Lucky 7 is nailing it. Whatever this is, these are single barrels. They don't really have a big part in these besides purchasing the barrels, monitoring them, curating the release, deciding between small batch to single barrel, whatever the case may be. These are phenomenal. But a toasted, where they have a hand in actually finishing that whiskey, I would like to see the level of whiskey that's coming out of those barrels, So, yeah, you're right, David. Nancy certainly convinced me that Barton comes at this high of a proof at this age, and that this is very realistic for this to be Barton. So, wow. Jim, I agree with you. Matt is absolutely one of the best people, on Whiskey Tube about involving any level of channel, which is amazing. And I remember, not that I have that many more subscribers now, but when I did have less than 1,000 subscribers, he was super generous with his time and allowing me to come on and all that kind of stuff. So very, very cool. All right, guys, let's look at the time here. It is 10:03, I believe. Yeah, let's say by 10:06, super chats are cut off. So if anybody wants a last minute super chats here for this bottle of the Joseph Magnus single barrel, go ahead and throw those super chats in. And here's the deal, guys. I'm going to do a second giveaway tonight because we've had the super chats really took off, and I appreciate all of your support of the channel. So I will include a sample pack for whoever rolls second. So 1 and 2, after 7 spins of the randomizer, numbers 1 and 2, 1 wins the bottle, and number 2 wins a 10 sample pack from me, and that will be full of good stuff. Probably Cigar Blend, Lucky 7, Coy Hill that Matt sent my way. Who knows? It's going to be phenomenal whiskey, though. I promise you that. So if any last minute super chat entries, and we are adding a second giveaway just because. And if you do end up winning the giveaway, you have to send me an email with your information, as is kind of standard practice with Whiskey Tube stuff. Send me an email. It's in the chat right now, drumsanddrams@gmail.com. And let me know that you won. Give me your address, and I'll get that stuff out to you ASAP before I get on the road to Memphis next week, easily. It'll probably be this weekend or Monday at the latest, I would imagine. So a couple more minutes on those super chats. I cannot believe Matt sent me Booker's Rye and Hirsch Reserve and the old Fitzgerald. It's insane. But guys, here's the deal. With the Lucky 7s, more picks of these are going to drop. A lot of people don't like me talking about the secondary market. I understand. But SRP on these is like around 150 to 175. And secondary prices are like 200. And depending on the pick, 225. Honestly, it's not a bad markup if you're looking for a special 14-year-old cast strength whiskey at this proof. So what I would say is this. I'm not telling you to go look on secondary for these because picks are still happening. New barrels are dropping left and right of this stuff. Whiskey Consensus just dropped one. If you're, you can go get on that mailing list to be part of that. He runs through Shared Pour. It sounds like Mash and Journey might be getting a Lucky 7 14-year pick. So what I'm saying is, like, these things, this well has not run dry. And in fact, the fact that these Lucky 7s have been dropping in the quantity that they have, and I have 6 different barrels open right now that I've tasted, and the quality is damn near consistent across the board. it's giving me hope for the current whiskey market that there's actually some good stuff still floating around out there. It felt to me for the last like 6 to 9 months like we were really plunging on quality of whiskey. And 2022 so far with this even, and you guys know I love to talk crap about this, it feels like things are bouncing back. And that's a really good place to be as a whiskey enthusiast, I think. So Red 5 standing by says, I'll throw you some support for a chance to win. Thank you so much. Glad to have found another Lucky 7 lover. I'm not just a lover. I am a true fanboy. Red 5 standing by. Thank you. I'll get you into the giveaway. And like I said, guys, I may have misspelled some of the giveaway names. I'm going to go through here. I'm just typing it up. I have a big screen in front of me and then a very small one down below of my laptop where it's plugged into my TV or my big monitor. And I'll go through and make sure these names are somewhat spell corrected. So whoever wins, I know exactly who it is. But I think we're good. Red 5 standing by. Thank you so much. Mark Royland. Peter White says, I would probably pay the secondary. Look, honestly, the $25 to $50 markup is equivalent to the markup that it might be depending on the store. You know, like some retail prices on Lucky 714 are $200, even though SRP is around $150. So truthfully, it's not like a secondary ripoff yet. I think when this dries up, when people hoard these for a few years, the prices might go up or whatever. But right now, it's actually a really great time to get Lucky 7 if you want to try it, you know, because it's not ever going to be a cheap bottle. It's going to be a special occasion bottle. And that's what it is meant to be, in my opinion. But, you know, if you're looking for a bottle in that budget range, it's a great option. Mark Royland, thank you so much for another super chat. I got you down. Fun stream, Cam. Again, good luck tomorrow night. I'm going to do my best, Mark. And I appreciate all your support, man. And I have to do a tequila tasting based on that sample of tears that you sent me. So, Jake McKee, another amazing $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I enjoy your channel. I really enjoyed tonight. I'm a Patreon of Bourbon Wrench, and I will definitely be supporting your channel. Awesome. Thank you, Jake. And look out for Trev and I to get together on a collaboration. So, guys, super chats are cut off. Let me talk through the rest of them, and then we're going to draw for the giveaway for this evening. But thank you, Jake. Let me get you down. Yeah, it's auto-correcting your last name, but that's okay. I'm typing into a Pages document on my tiny little computer. Anyways, Derek Matt, thank you for your $5 super chat. Great stream tonight. Looking forward to see you crush it tomorrow. I hope so. We will see. We will see. Thank you, Derek. And David Bass will throw one more in, but give it to 21090. Go win tomorrow, Cam. Thank you so much, man. So I'll add 21090 into this. All right, guys, you guys rock. YW says, did you talk about the BJ's video today? I actually haven't watched this video. I've heard a lot of talk about the barrel shortage that's going on. I need to go watch their video before I could, speak to it. But from what I've heard, it's kind of a scary proposition moving forward. So I'm going to be curious. I mean, the one thing that we've averted recently is the Kentucky single barrel or private barrel programs with the distilleries in the state of Kentucky, which is good. I'm happy that they came to an agreement on that and they legislated their way out of that crisis. But we'll have to see about this barrel shortage issue. I'm curious, Toshi Bake, send me an email. Send me an email. If you want me to cost and ship you one of these, I'm happy to do it. Just send me an email if you're into it. It's totally your call, though. Dustin says, Redemption Rye 18 is easily the best rye. Booker's would be a distant second. Wow. I have not had Redemption 18. That's a unicorn bottle for me, though, because I know I'm going to love it. But it's about 1,000 now secondary, and we're never going to see those again, at least in the near future. So, yeah, one of these days I'd love to try it. But Booker's was fantastic. I don't know if it's the best rye I've ever had. It really tasted more like a bourbon, to be honest with you. All right, guys, let's do this drawing. We have 66 entries into tonight's giveaway for 2 winners. And I appreciate all of your support as we've gone through this. I'm going to be as transparent as I can possibly be. Let me pull up my randomizer here. Let me pull that up, and then I will share my screen. I will roll 7 times, as I always do. Lucky number 7. And then the top 2 winners, 1 is going to get the bottle, and 2 is going to get a sample giveaway, an epic sample pack. And if you do win, again, in the chat, I'm putting right now my email. Send me an email with your name, your address, letting me know you won, just so we're all squared away. And that's that. So, okay, let's share this screen and let's do this. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Screen is sharing. And there we go. So, guys, here you can see everybody's name. It's in the order of the super chats I received. Okay. Confirm that we're good. Some of them, again, might be a little bit misspelled, but I know who they are. We're going to roll 7 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Boom. David Bass. David or Basie. David is the winner of the bottle giveaway. And Andrew Kelly is number 2, winning the sample giveaway. So there we go. David is the winner. Let me put this in my phone in my notes so that I don't forget. I just want to be sure that I remember. So David, I can't remember, David. I think I've sent you stuff before. If I haven't, then I'm crazy. I thought I had maybe. Could be thinking of David Babcock. David Bass wins bottle, JM single barrel. And finally, Andrew Kelly wins sample pack. So there we go. I hope that is as transparent as I can possibly be with the list and everything like that and tracking the super chat. So Dustin, I have a 2-ounce. Holy dude. Dustin, you do not have to do that. Especially 2 ounces. That is like too generous for something like that. If you want to connect with me, send me an email, but you do not have to, you don't have to send that, number one, but 2 ounces is crazy, man. I would, we'll talk. Send me an email. I feel guilty accepting stuff like that. Like tonight with Matt's flight, I feel horrible. I'm like, oh my God, why'd you send me all this? Sheesh. Yeah, David, man, congrats. And Andrew's in here too. Awesome. So you guys are both in here. Shoot me that email. And Andrew, I'll make that an epic sample pack for you. Don't worry. Some stuff that hopefully are like single barrels and stuff that you might not already have, that kind of thing. All right. So what else? Is there anything else, guys? I brought out a couple of bottles earlier. I can never remember what I've tasted between Patreon, talking to some friends, live streams here. Sometimes at the beginning of live streams, I pull out some stuff. I cannot remember if I've tasted the Elijah Craig and Larceny Barrel Proof A122 batches. I might have. I know I have for my patrons. I do know that. But these have recently been getting a lot of hype. And so I'm willing to taste them right now if there's any interest, or any other bottle. I snagged this High West American Prairie Grenache finish, which is amazing, by the way. I've never had a finished High West besides Midwinters. That's really good stuff. Bev Porter, thank you so much for hanging out. It was awesome to hang out with you and Matt. So cheers. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Jay, it's not rigged. I promise. I promise. I tracked everybody's super chats. So, and if I didn't, then I screwed up. And if for some reason I didn't track your super chats, send me a message and I'll send you a flight, because I would hate to have done something like that. It is challenging when you're trying to track it and be in the stream and all that, but I thought I did it. I thought I nailed all of them. YW says Beam 108 is hitting tonight. What is Beam 108? Is that you're talking about like Baker's 107 maybe, or what? All right. What else? What else? Broken Barrel sent me a bunch of bottles. I don't need to taste those right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up, guys. Jim Beam Single Barrel 108 proof. What is that? Let me pull out one last bottle. I just want to have a pour of this to say good night to everybody. It's an epic bottle. It was on a live stream the other night. I sent out some samples of it from a sample giveaway, but I want this to be my nightcap this evening. It's the Smoke Wagon Rare and Limited Hot and Spicy. So thank you guys so much for hanging out this evening. I'll see you tomorrow night on Matt Madness, 11 p.m. for my portion. And I'm going to wrap up with this final pour. Of Smoke Wagon Hot and Spicy. Derek Matt says, your collection is insane. Yeah, I need to calm down, honestly, on getting new bottles. I do need to take a chill pill. The bunker is getting a little bit crazy, let alone this room. So, all right, guys. Jim Beam 108 is like, see, I've never actually, like a lot of those, would you call them lower end Jim Beam products? Like I see them on the shelf sometimes. I haven't really paid attention to like the white label Jim Beam and different stuff like this. So I don't know too much about it, but I would be curious to try some of that stuff. I just imagine it would be so nutty for me. And maybe that's why I've never bought into it, Paul says, yeah, Smoke Wagon. These single barrels, this Hot and Spicy, which I was so lucky to win in the giveaway that they did, it is phenomenal. There is something about aging in the desert. Some of the last couple of years of these barrels, some of them are aged in Nevada. Insane. Email sent. I've sent previously in regards to Driftless Glen. Oh, Dustin, man, that sounds familiar to me. And if I missed your previous email, I do apologize. It could have been during a bad period for me, personally. So I do apologize if that happened. Stefan Whiskey. Yeah, dude, Booker's Rye was crazy tonight. Although it just tasted like a bourbon. It tasted like the perfect bourbon to me. Not necessarily a rye, which makes a lot of sense with what it is. So I'm so curious to try Redemption 18. Super nutty, says Daniel, for the Jim Beam 108. Yeah, I need to try some of that. I need to try some of those like more budget bottle offerings to get a sense of that. I have a sense of it on certain distilleries, but Jim Beam is not one of them for some reason. Like Turkey, I know Old Forester, Heaven Hill, but Jim Beam is one I'm sorely lacking. Yeah, exactly. That is why it's so good. It really is. Like Booker's Rye is just the perfect bourbon that happens to be a rye. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, man. Nick with the hookup earlier this week on this High West American Prairie Grenache finish. All right, dudes, I'm out of here. Congrats to the winners, Andrew Kelly and David. Link up with me, guys. Dustin, I'll get back to you as well. I appreciate you offering that up in the email, and I apologize for missing your previous email. I feel like a jerk. I really apologize. Jeff, I have Fred Minnick's Smoke Wagon pick, and it's easily my top 10 all time. It's delicious, I would imagine. David, Drums and Drams email sent. Thanks for all you do. Do not overthink. You got this tomorrow. Thank you, David. And Dustin says, Stuff and Whiskey, I'll send Cam 2 ounces. This is Redemption 18, and maybe he'll share an ounce. And I absolutely will. So let's make that happen. So Dustin, shoot me 2 ounces of that, and then I'll send Stuff and Whiskey a baller sample pack. And maybe we could just do like a collab live stream or something like that. That would be pretty cool. So do it, man. We'll work that out. I'm not going to see, I'm driving down to Memphis to do this gig. And I was actually going to try to stop in Nashville on the way home because my best friend lives in Nashville. I was like, I can make something out of it, but I've got to get back to Columbus for a rehearsal. So I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be a possibility, but who knows? Who knows? If I could check in with Josh and Aaron, that'll be hilarious. All right, guys. Cheers. I'm out of here. I appreciate your support, and I will see you tomorrow night, 24 hours from now. Cheers, all.